Hey folks, Dave back here. It is late night right now. It is very late here on the East Coast, but I just get out of work and I've been washing some jerseys. And I said, you know something? You know what I'm going to do? I before work I set up some APBA football, and so we're going to go here and look. And we have some APBA football set up here on the table. A little different setup than the last time. I just need to make sure that I don't have the robot voice. So give me 1 second to check that. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, and we look okay. We're okay. Um, and so yeah, so I'm not gonna get a ton of. Oh, I forgot my dice over here. So I'm not gonna really get in on the cards as much as I used to. So I'm just gonna read off what they were. And we're going to have to do that the best I can. So I got a little setup here. I put my defensive cards over here instead of in the middle. So I'm just going to read them. Same with the quarterback and stuff. But maybe I'll pull the quarterback out here when he comes out so we can have him on the table. Let me just get my dice and we're going to be ready to go. It's been so long, I don't have my dice ready. So I'm going to have to come over here and get my dice. So we need a blue. And I need a yellow. Oh my gosh, I don't have. Do I have a yellow? Oh, this is weird. So I'm going to have to go with my other dice here because I like to have them uniform. All right. Okay, I've unzipped this bag 3 times. There it is. Oh, there it is. There's my yellow. Okay, that'll work. That'll be good enough for me. So I'm not going to use too many of the other crazy rules. I'm just going to kind of play some basic stuff here tonight. I added a whole bunch to this game, but I think I'm going to walk it back tonight just so I can play and have some fun. So again, we're looking at it is the 85 Redskins and the 85 Cleveland Browns, if you will. And where am I going to put my mouse? Over here. Just get this out of the way. There we go. And it's Washington at Cleveland. So we have Joe Theismann and Bernie Kosar are quarterbacks in this one. And I think that's about it. Let's try to remember how to play this. It's been so long. But again, it was one of my favorite games for a while there. Alrighty, so some notables. Mark Mosley, just out of range here. He is the kicker in this game. John Riggins, you've heard of. Art Monk. Okay, all big household names for the Redskins. And over here for Cleveland, Kevin Mack and Ernest Biner, the running backs. Ozzie Newsome, the tight end. And John Jefferson, I think, was one of the receivers you might know. So I might even slide this up a little bit here. All right, so this is my new setup. It's very similar to the old one, but I'm not going to show a ton of stuff here, so I'm just going to read them off. As Robert comes by, hi, Robert. Good to see you here. Yeah, I'm going to miss you guys out in Canton this weekend, but it just didn't work out for me this year. For a lot of different reasons. All righty, so I might need to fix my camera here because I'm a little off center. All right, hopefully that'll be good. Oh, I have a big shadow over here. Do you know why that is? Because I have this up a little higher. So yeah, we'll do that right there. So a little bit light on the face, but this is going to wash out the cards. There's no winning tonight, so we're just going to do the best we can. Hopefully that'll be okay. Maybe I'll come down. I want to put that on. I just want to come down one level. There we go. Maybe that'll help. All right, so let's play some APBA football. So we're going to have Cleveland will be kicking off from the 35, so Matt Barr will kick it away. And we have a 51 for Matt Barr. So if he's kicking off, he's going to be kicking from the P column, it looks like. So on a 51P, that's going to be a 40. And a 40 says 68.09. So it's going to be kicked 3 yards deep into the end zone. And well, they used to run it up, but we're gonna take it at the 20. All right, we're gonna make an executive decision, and Washington will take it at the 20, and that's where Theismann and company will come out to play. All right, so we have Joe Theismann's car right here. All right, so let's go to my opening chart here. There we are. So we are between the 15 and the 31. Now, so I'm going to take, so let's see. So Cleveland kicks off, and Washington will start at the 20-yard line. That's where I'm going to kind of keep my notes over here. Incidentally, I wish I could show you the over here. I have the window open to my right, and that's Coyote Central. That's where they're right outside that window. I don't know if they're there right now, but that's where they go. That's the side of the house that you see all the pictures of the coyotes on. So I could be having a coyote looking right in. I don't think they can get through the screen. I don't think they would try, but because there's nothing in here for them. But yeah, the coyotes are right there. So anyway, so so what I wanted to say was, it is a 53-degree day here. It is 4 days before Halloween. It is Sunday, October 27th, 1985. Here we're playing outdoors in the grass. Relative humidity, 50%. Wind is low at 8 miles an hour. And Cleveland is favored by 2.5 in this game with an over-under of 35.5. Now, the final score in this game actually was 14-7 Washington. So that's a little spoiler. So we'll see how we do. But it was supposed to be a high-scoring game, and it kind of wasn't. Let me crank up. I want to put the light up just a little bit more. There we go. All righty, so here we go. So we're going to start off with Riggins. We're going to go Riggins on, what do we want to do here? We're going to go Riggins on an outside run. All right, so we're going to kick things off here. Oh, we need to get the defense first off. So let's get my defense. See if I can remember how to do this. Oh, a 66 for the defense. So that's going to be good against a run. So it's going to be CG. Oh, man, they're ready for Riggins. So 16 for Riggins. It's going to be a 25 outside run CG. 16, if I remember how to play this here. So 16, 25, outside run CG. And no gain. So they stuff them, and it's going to be a 2nd and 10. The Cleveland Browns were waiting for Riggins on that one there. All righty, so I think what we're going to do is going to look for our tight end, Clint Didier, and we're going to go just a short pass here on 2nd down and 10. All right, short pass. So on a pass, I got a 22. That's another good defense. So it's going to be BD on the pass. Didier is an A, so that's going to improve to an A. AD, right? AD. All right, 2nd and 10, Theismann on an AD. 35 on the pass is an 8. Ooh, 8 short pass, AD. 8, and, he's going to connect with Didier for 12 yards. And that's a first down. So Didier connects. And the Redskins will move the ball here. And the first down on the 32-yard line. Alrighty, so what do we want to do now here? Alrighty, we're going to go to George Rogers this time. We're going to go outside run George Rogers. All right, so the Cleveland defense is 32, so they're going to be CD. Ooh, they read that wrong. CD. Ooh, a 33 for Rogers. Oh, it's going to be the K-Com. The K-Cars are here. The K-Cars are here. And, a 56, but it's going to be, a 15. And we said it was, hang on a sec. No, they might be okay. BG. 15 BG. I read that wrong. 15 BG. 22 is BG on a run. So we got a 15 BG on outside run. And it's going to be, 17 yards on the outside run for Rogers. Takes the handoff, and he's goes right down the field. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17 yards. Another first down. And the clock will continue here. So Washington, a quick 12-yard pass and a 17-yard run by George Rogers. And they're running it right down the field here on the Cleveland Browns. So what do we want to do now? We're going to look for Monk on a medium pass. We've been moving it, and they can't keep throwing doubles, can they? All right, so medium pass for Monk. So we got a 26. So that's BS. He's an A, so it's going to go to AS. So Theismann, 14 AS. Oh, boy, that's a 32. This is going to be trouble here. This is going to be trouble. And it's going to be, we got a rare play 7. RP7. So let me write this down here. RP7, so I can check my notes here. So we got a rare play. I like the rare plays. All right, so let's roll here on an RP7. And I got a 36. Or 9, rather. The pass is blocked. It rebounds to the quarterback, who is thrown for an 11-yard loss. Oh, boy. So Theismann's pass is blocked. He catches it, and he's thrown back for 11 yards. So 5, 10, 11. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 21 right now. So not a good play whatsoever, as he tried to fire that one through a crowd, and one of the linemen got a hand on it. So 2nd and 21. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try a draw. I'm going to try a draw. And 2. So they're playing deep. So they're going to be playing deep. And a 25 is A. So it's going to be AD. So it's going to be a draw to Riggins. All righty, draw to Riggins. 36 AD. 36 for Riggins. 22 AD. And he will pick up 5 yards. So draw play to Riggins gets 5. But that's going to bring up a 3rd and 16 right now. So it's going to be passing. So we're going to look for... What do we want to look for here? So I can probably hear the laundry in the back. I do have the laundry. It's my 4th load of laundry here. 4th load of laundry. And Frank can't sleep, so he's going to come and watch some football here tonight. Yeah, I do that too when I can't sleep. I see who's on late at night, In Vancouver, it's probably early out there. What's it, 9:48 in Vancouver? That's 12:40. It's almost 1 o'clock out here. I won't be playing long, but while the laundry's doing here, I'll play a little bit. So no score. We're early in the first quarter here, and it's going to be a 3rd and 16 here. So we got to pass. So we're going to look for Gary Clark this time on a short pass. So we're going to be 31. So it's going to be automatically playing. So it's going to be a CD. He's an A, so that'll be a BD. So we're going to go short pass, BD, Theismann, 23, 28 on a BD, and that is going to be, oh boy, is that a sack? I think that's a sack. It says -2. So that would not be a completion. So that's a sack. So Theismann is sacked, forced 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So after initial success on the drive, they will have to punt. So an 11-yard loss and then a 2-yard loss here in the sack, and they're in some trouble. So we will bring in our punter extraordinaire, Steve Cox. All right, so he's going to punt here. So Steve Cox will come in. He's punting from the defense 20. Oh, hang on a sec. Yeah, so he's from the 20 to 50. Yeah, so he's got a punt from the first column. Here we go. No, hang on a sec here. Defensive. No, hang on a sec. Offensive. Oh, now I'm screwed up. Now I got to look at the chart here. So you can't punt from inside the 25. So the defensive 25. So no. So it's not the off. It's going to be the middle column. Middle column. From the 15 to the 49. Yeah, 15 to 49. All right, so middle column. I got that right. Again, it's been a while. I'm a little rusty here. A little rusty. So a 46 for Cox. So punting from the K column. And an 8. And 8's going to be 45 yards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45 yards. Cleveland will get it, and that's going to be received by Brennan. So Brennan is our returner. And from the K column for Brennan, it's a 45, and it's going to be a 22 on the punt return. And a 22 is going to be 4 yards. Not bad, 4 yards. So 4 yards. All right. So Cleveland will take over. What's that on their 18-yard line? So Cleveland takes over on the 18-yard line after a Washington punt. And now we're going to see Bernie Kosar come up, and he'll lead the Browns on offense. And, boy, he's got some good backs. He's got Kevin Biner and Ernest Biner and Kevin Mack. Let me get that straight. And I usually put in another run-up, but they really only ran these two guys. And I like to have extra backs in the game like I do over here. I just couldn't find anybody to put in. They just didn't have a ton of backs that they used. These guys really lugged the mail all year long. So that's what we're going to go. We're going to have those guys lug the mail is what I'm going to do. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to get as many cards in as possible here. Again, you won't be able to see everything, but I will try to describe it the best I can. All right, so we're going to go Kevin Mack. We're going to go just up the middle. So Kozar's just going to hand it off up the middle. So we have a 13. So that's going to be CS. And Kevin Mack inside 23 to 29 CS. Let me go to the right chart here. 29 CS. And that's going to be, that's not good. He is hit behind the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard loss. So the Washington defense is going to pound him back there. I need to go right here after the punt. Okay. I just kind of do my own timing thing. It's really just kind of Dave timing. All right, so a 2-yard loss for Kevin Mack. I think we need to go to Ozzie Newsome. So we're going to go short pass here. So second down and 12. And Washington, that's going to be a good defense, right? Yeah, it's going to be a BD. Now, he's an A, so it's going to be an AD. So it's going to be AD. I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. And so we have a 32 for Kosar. Oh, boy, a 26 short pass. AD and R. That's a scramble, right? I think R is a scramble. Let me just make sure. It's been a while since I played, but I'm pretty sure R is a scramble. Yep, quarterback scramble. So we go to the outside run now. And we're going to stick with the original defense of AD. No, BD. No, it was AD because of the receiver. All right, so we have a 61 for Kosar, and his run is a 26. Oh, boy. 26 is absolutely nothing. He tries to take off up the middle. He's hit no gain. And so Cleveland now faces a 3rd and long. So we need to go. We're going to go medium pass. And we're going to look for, we're going to go to Art Monk. All right. So medium pass. So a 52 on the defense is CG. Oh, that's not good for them at all. And Art Monk is an A, so it's going to be a BG. So it's going to be medium pass BG. Bernie Kosar, 45. 18, medium pass BG. And that's going to be incomplete. And they will go 3 and outs on this one here. So they're going to be punting as well. So not a lot going on right now between these two teams. A nice little drive by Washington, though. And Jeff Gossett is the punter for Cleveland in this game. And again, I try to go with the guys that played in the game. So I go to Football Reference, which I am a subscriber to, and I just take the guys there. So here we go. So Jeff Gossett will come in to do the kicking here. He's way back though. He is backed up on his where is he now? He's on the 16-yard line. I almost had to punt from there, but I get the punt from the middle. A 66. APBA. So a 4. What a kick that was by Jeff Gossett from the K column. So it's a 4. That's going to be a 52-yard punt. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 152. All the way down to the 32 of Cleveland. And it's going to be Jenkins on the return. Leroy Jenkins on the return. Ken Jenkins. So on a punt from the P column, Jenkins, a 32, is a 27 on my return. And he's going to make a fair catch right there. All righty. So Washington ball. They will have a first down here. We're in the first quarter. No score. And Theismann will come back out here to lead the offense. And Sean comes by. He's going to get his daily walk in, but he got the itch for football. Do you go out at night? Is that when you do? I've been going to the gym in the morning. Like I get up before I start doing work. Unless I have to be at the rink in the morning. I've been trying to get over to the gym between 9 and 10 in the morning and get my 45 minutes to an hour walk in. I've been pretty consistent with that too. Only if I got to work or if I got a doctor's appointment have I been skipping that. All right, so what do we want to do here? Let's see here. Theismann. We're going to go to, let's go. Rodgers had a good run. Yeah, we got to go back to Riggins. We got to get Riggins going here. We're going to go inside the Riggins this time. All right, so we're going to go inside run. So we're on the 20, where we're going to start here. So Washington starting at the 32-yard line. So at the Washington 32, we're going to do a run. 66. Wow, the Cleveland defense has just been rolling the doubles, right? So that's going to be CG. They are waiting for Riggins again. And a 54th. 36 on the CG. And we got, nine yards, but a TE. We got a 9 yards. Looks like I need to make my note. 9 yards and a TE. So we got a penalty here. So Riggins goes for 9. He's just short of the first down, but let's check the flag. 35. That's an 18. Offside on the defense. 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. So, do we want to take 2nd and 1 or do we want 1st and 5? I think we want to take 2nd and 1. So we're gonna decline the penalty, and we're gonna make it 2nd down and 1. I think that'd be the smart thing to do, right? So we're gonna go back to Riggins, and we're gonna go inside again. So we have a 2nd and 1. We're gonna try to pound it up the middle. Ooh, look at all the doubles. Look at all the doubles for Cleveland. That's unbelievable. CG again. They're waiting for him. Inside run. Riggins trying to get the first. Oh, but he gets a 44, though. That'll be a 16. CG. And he'll pick up 3 yards on sheer power. 1, 2, 3. And that'll be a first down for the Redskins. Cleveland knew they were coming, but a nice job by Riggins to power through. And Mr. Baseman, slap at the base. Thanks for coming by. And Sean says walks late at night, early morning, the next day in the dark are more relaxing. Yeah, except when you got a pack of coyotes living in the neighborhood. There's a guy that 2 streets over that's always walking at night. In fact, I usually pass him when I come home at night. For some reason, he ends up on my street the exact moment I come home. I didn't see him tonight. And I'll stop and say hi in the middle of the night. And sometimes it's like absolutely freezing. It's like, what are you doing? It's freezing. And other times it's like, we got coyotes over here in the woods. He's like, oh, I've seen them. So he's not afraid of the coyotes. I am. Let me see. Frank says, our pass play results taken only from the QB card. Yes, how this works is that on a pass, you get the receiver rating. In this case, he's an A, and he's a C. He's an A, and he's a C. And, so you use the receiver rating and then the quarterback number. So to be fair, you only use the card here for the quarterback and the runners. Everybody else, I mean, you return people too in the kickers, but a lot of other people you're just using the ratings here is what you're doing. I still like having all the cards. At first, I didn't, but now that I have them, I do like having all the cards in front of me. This is one of the few games that I do like player cards rather than team cards. I think the laundry's done. Something happened. I'm just going to let it sit there for right now. Hopefully it didn't have an error message. Alrighty, so we have a 1st and 10 now for Washington after a couple of nice runs by Riggins. I think we're going to try to swing a short pass over here to Gary Clark. All right, we're going to try a short pass here on 1st down. So Cleveland, a 21, so they're playing BS. Clark is an A, so it's going to bump up to AS. So A standard is what that turns. Oh, Theismann with a 44. That's going to be a 5. Short pass, AS. And Clark's going to haul that in for 14 yards, and he's pushed out of bounds. So Clark, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 yards, and he goes out of bounds, and that's our 1st down. All righty, so they are moving the ball now. They're in Cleveland territory, I think for the 2nd time, actually. So they're at the 42 of the Browns. And so they go all the way to the 31 before I have to change anything here. All righty, let's run Rodgers again. So we're going to go outside the Rodgers. So we have a 36, which is going to give us BS. And a 15 for Rodgers. This is going to be, a 16 is really good. 16 BS on the outside run. 16 BS, and that's going to be good for 13 yards for Rodgers. He's got 2 big gains today. And that's going to be inside the 30 down to the 29. And another 1st down for the Redskins. So they are moving the ball here. Again, Cleveland was favored in this game. And we're getting close to, we are inside the 31. So I do have to change my chart. So now the defense is 10 to 20. We're going to go, inside to Riggins. We're going to go inside. Let's do the sweep. We're going to go outside. We're going to go outside. So we have a 45, which is BS, and Riggins with a 23, BS, a 28 outside, BS, 28 outside, BS, and they're going to push him out of bounds, a 3-yard loss. So they bounce him back outside the 30. It's going to be a 2nd down and 13, so now we're going to go back to my normal chart because we're at the 32-yard line. And Sean says he's running the skunks, rabbits, and another unknown creature. A muskrat? Last time a skunk was 3 feet away and got the tail up. Thank you, didn't get sprayed. Yeah, good thing, right? So, I just have the coyotes right here. In fact, if I turn on the light outside, I might see them right now. That's too close for me. I'm glad I don't have my dog because I'd be kind of concerned with 4 of them running around out there, 4 coyotes. She was talking about getting another dog. I'm like, I just don't know. I just don't know yet. All right, so Washington now, just like they did the last time, they started going backwards here. So now they have a 2nd and kind of long. So let's see. What do we want to do here? Let's go short pass to our tight end. All righty. So on a pass of 64, that's a CS. So it's going to be a BS. So a bunch of BS here. So Theismann. Oh, Theismann. 3. AS. And that's going to be good for 21 yards to Clint Didier. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21 yards. He gets it to the 11-yard line, and that's a 1st down. So Theismann hits his tight end. And Larry says he likes the hat. Yeah, I especially bought that off of eBay, No, I'm not taming a coyote for a pet. She would love to do that. And I'm like, no way. No, I don't take wild animals in. Fox, maybe a Fox, but not that. So they have it at the 11. Bringing in some of the beef. Two tight ends come in. Riggins and Rogers in the backfield. Riggins is going to go outside, and they're going to try. Oh, wait, I got to go to. Oh, I'm inside the 14, right? So I'm between the goal line and the. No, I'm not between the goal line and the 9. I'm still between the 10 and the 30. So Riggins is going to go inside on the run. Ooh, a 33, though. BG. Riggins, 45. BG, a 22 on the BGs. And he'll get one the hard way. So he'll get to the 10. 2nd and 9 from the 10. Rogers now is going to take the pitch, and he's going to try the right side. Oh, look at all the doubles for the defense, right? AG Rogers going against the ground defense of 53. 17 outside AG, and he will pick up 4. No. Yes, at the 10, he will gain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 3rd and 5 from the 6. So now I need to go to my other chart here. 3rd and 5 from the 6. Do I want a short pass or do I want to grind it down? 3rd and 5 from the 6. I think we got to go to a short pass, and we're going to look for what do we want to bring in here. We're going to bring in. Oh, we got to go to Monk. Monk's our guy. We're going to go short pass to Monk. All righty, here it is. 3rd and 5 from the 6. It's a pass. It's going to be AS. It'll stay AS. Theismann looking for Monk. AS. A 24. 18. Short pass. AS. And that is incomplete. It's off his fingertips near the goal line. So that's going to bring up a 4th down, and I think we're going to take the field goal is what we're going to do. So Mark Mosley will come in. And, all these years, no, I haven't been playing these for years. I've been screwing up the field goals because it's from the yard line. You don't add the extra on there. It's from the yard line. So I got to remember that. So we're kicking from the 6. So this is going to be 23 yards. Is that right? From the 6, you add 10, it's 16, and then 7 is 23. So a 23-yard field goal attempt by Mosley to give the Redskins the lead. So this should be money because I'm reading from this goal to the 9-yard line. So this is a chip shot for the MVP kicker from Mosley in a 42. KA. How come I don't have a kickoff for him? So it's going to be a 5, and a 5 is going to be good. So Mosley puts it through, and it's 3-0. Now, I don't have a kickoff here. Why is that? How come Mosley does not have a kickoff rating? That is kind of weird. That is weird. Hang on. I thought Mosley did the kickoffs. Let me check here. Let me check. See if I have a kickoff guy here. Nope. That's what I'm wondering, if somebody else kicked off here. Oh, yeah, Steve Cox. Yep, Steve Cox does the kickoffs. Okay. That's all I need to know. So Steve Cox will do the kickoff. So he does the punting and the kickoffs. Fair enough. Well, that's why I have a card here. So Steve Cox will kick us off. Mosley does the field goals. Good to know. Right? Good to know. So Steve Cox will do the kickoffs. I'll have to find a place for his card. I don't have a place for his card right now. Okay, well, let's just kick off. All right, so he will kick off from the 35. We got to change this. All right, so I got my little Ziploc baggies. That's where I keep all my numbers. Just easier. And so Washington leads 3-0. They actually went down. They led 7-0 in the real life, but they're 3-0 now. Okay, there we go. So we're going to put that here. We're going to mark off half for a field goal. Do I keep any stats when I play APBA football? Not like this. This is just a one-off I'm playing, so I keep track of where they started the drive and what happened on any scoring. But no, if I want to do that, I'll use the Pro Football Helper, or I'll get another sheet off to the side and kind of keep track of everything. But no, something like this. This is just a fun thing for me. I'm trying to get the fun back in game playing, so yeah, I'm not too worried about stats. It is fun when I use the Pro Football Helper. It is fun to go and look at the stats and all the drives and stuff. It does a good job. But nah, not tonight. Alrighty, so Steve Cox will kick this off for Washington. And I have a 51, and so he's going to be off the P column here on the kickoffs. So a 51 is going to be a 5. So Steve Cox with a 5 on that. What can I do with his card so it's not in the way? I guess I could just put it behind his other card. All right, and just kind of lean it out a little bit so I know there's 2 there. Alrighty. So Steve Cox will kick off a 51. I already forgot what I said. 51 is a 5. All right, so Cox kicks off with a 5. And that's going to be 70 yards. That's going to be 5 yards deep, and Cleveland will just take it out to the 20. Nice and easy. Here we go. Alrighty, so Bernie Kosar comes back out, trailing here, 3-0. And Cleveland will start at the 20. There's some pretty good sheets that people have come up with to keep track of stats. They've really done a good job with it. But this here, I just like to play. I'm just going to play here tonight. All right, so Cleveland's had only one. They started on their own 18. They went 3-0 with a punt pretty much. So what do we want to do here? All right, Biner's going to get it. Biner's going to go outside. Biner's going to go outside. Ooh, a 22. That's good. It's going to be a CG. Biner running into some tough defense here. It's going to be 24 CG on the outside run. 24 CG. And he's going to be knocked backwards for a 1-yard loss. So Cleveland can't get anything going on the ground. So we're going to go Kevin Mack. And we're going to go up the middle for Kevin Mack. So we're going to go inside run. A 63. Is CD. Ooh, they might have caught him here. CD. Oh, look at this. It's a K. Kevin Mack busts up the middle against the defense. And we said it was, CD. That's the worst. And a 23 is going to be 18 against, I've already forgot. CD. 18 against CD. And he busted up the middle, but all he gets is 3 yards. Ugh, I thought it was going to be more than that. I was all excited on the 66, but not that much. Have I ever replayed the Bucs 76 season and finished 0-14? I have played the Bucs in a few games, not APBA, but I played it in a couple of other games. Usually the quicker play games. I don't know if I even did it in game-winning drive. I might have. And I think they've always managed a win. I really do. I think they've always managed to win. So we have a 3rd and long. So we're going to need the pass. So we're going to look for, let's go to Brian Brennan. We're going to go Brian Brennan here. So we have a 3rd down and long. So short pass to Brian Brennan. Well, it's not that long, but it's 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to look for Brian Brennan. So we have a 45. That's a BS. And that's going to be an AS. Kozar, short pass. AS, 54. 36. AS. And that's going to be 9 yards and a flag. So they'll get the first down. Barely, but let's check the flag. Let's check the flag on H. Ooh, a 33 H, and that's going to be a 20. Pass interference on the defense. Now, that was a 9-yard pass to Brennan. So, enforce as follows. Pass is complete. Use that yardage figure. So we're just going to go 9 yards. So it's going to be a 9-yard catch to the 31. That'll be a first down. And we're going to decline that penalty. So the player arrived early for Washington, but it's going to be a nice play to hang on by Brennan. All right, so let's go back to the ground. Ernest Biner going outside on 11. That's good. It's going to be a CG. They're waiting for him. Waiting for Biner. Outside, 24. CG. And he's hit for a 1-yard loss. Back to the 30. Cleveland having trouble getting the running game established. So we're going to look for, let's go to our receiver here. Oh, what do we want to do? Let's go a little deep here. Let's go for Clarence Weathers. I think he's a B deep. I think that's screen short and then medium and long is a B. So we're gonna go long pass. What do you think? Long pass? Long pass? From the 49 to 15. Yeah, so we're gonna go long. We're gonna try a deep pass here. So we're gonna look for Clarence Weathers on the deep pass. And a 46 is going to be BS. And he's a B, so that'll stay. So Kozar, long pass, BS. Kozar back, looking for Clarence Weathers. 62 to 21. BS and W70. I think that's intercepted. W70. I think that long pass is intercepted. I don't know. Oh no, that's fumble, block, kicks, and interceptions. Yeah, okay. W70. What's W70? We got to roll on it. Throws this up. Brennan trying to come down with it. Double covered. Not a good pass by Kozar. 56. And that is -4 D5. -4 D. So is that an interception? I think it is. I think it is. I think a W is an interception. Yeah, and F's a fumble. Yeah, so -4. So that ball is batted up in the air. It is picked off 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And D5, the defensive right end comes up with it. So for Washington, hang on a sec. No, I need. Oh, I just knocked over all my freaking cards. Stupid Dave. Stupid Dave. Oh, man. I forgot I had him kind of balancing over here. All right, so let me get my defense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dexter Manley with the interception as it deflects up into the air. Now, does he get a return or not? So I go to my this is my new decider die, the John Turnbull offense defense. So what I do, what I'm going to do here tonight is that he will get a return if it says defense. And no, it's offense, so he does not get the return. So he will be downed right there. So a big break here for Washington as Kozar's pass is batted up in the air. and it's taken by Dexter Manley, the end, and he'll hang on to it, and that'll give Washington the ball. So we have a big turnover here with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Washington is back on offense. How about that? How about that? And Miroslav comes by after a long time. APBA football is back on the table. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I think after a while it's good to make a change and not play the same game for too long. Well, I get caught up with stuff. I'm not going to lie. I like to get caught up in some of the things I'm playing and just, enjoy it. And hang on a sec over here. Get my mouse out of the way. Because I get, like, when I was playing a lot of the bank shot, I like playing a lot of that. When I was playing the 49 hockey, I was enjoying that. I mean, so I don't know. I like to play some games sometimes for a long time. I don't mind it. I used to do that with video games too. I used to play a ton of video games. I just couldn't stop playing one game. I just really liked it, And yeah, Dexter Manley actually had 2 career interceptions. Yeah. Well, I'm using the basic game here, Larry. And in the basic game, it just, you go to the book. So the book tells you. If in the advanced game, I think it is, there's actually a chart, and I think you can kind of figure out it's a little bit more accurate if you want to really get into this game. I kind of don't. This has even got the quarterback sack ratings if you want to do that. I don't. I just, again, for a one-off, I just have some fun with it. But yeah, so Dexter Manley, somebody got a hand on that ball. Maybe it was him, and he hauls it in. So now Theismann in terrific field position. He has it here on the 25-yard line of Cleveland, looking for more. So we're gonna go. George Rogers, and we're gonna go outside. So we have a 34, and that's gonna be AD. So they're playing deep. AD Rogers. AD a 42 is a 17. AD. Now I'm inside the 31, so I got to go here. Right? So I'm between the 10 and the 30. So I'm going outside run AD, and it's going to be 17, right? A 17 AD. Sorry, I always forget. 17 AD. And, 6 yards. So he will pick up 6 yards here on the scamper. And it's going to be 2nd and 4 is what it's going to be. Well, I didn't realize it was that late. I'll finish out the first quarter and we'll call it a day. Maybe I'll come back in the morning and do some more. All right, so we got a 2nd down. So we're gonna have to go to Riggins now on a 2nd and 4, and we're gonna pitch it outside the Riggins. All right, so Riggins is gonna go outside here, and now they're not really in a goal line defense yet. Right, they're not in a goal line defense yet. Not yet. Okay, so we're inside the 20. Riggins out. Oh, look at that CG. But look at all the doubles for Cleveland, huh? 12. It's going to be a 26 CG. I think they're going to stuff them here, and they do. -3. 1, 2, 3. So they back them up now. So with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, they're looking at a longer run here. So look at 5, 6, 7. So 7. So it's going to be a 3rd and 7. Do we play it safe? No, we gotta go. We gotta go with a short pass. We do have to go short pass here. So short pass between the 10 and the 30. So we're gonna look for, what do we want to look for here? We've been going to Monk a lot, so we're gonna bring in our receivers here in short yardage, and we're gonna look for Gary Clark. So we're gonna go with Clark this time. So if it's a 3rd and 7, they're gonna be automatically playing deep. So that 21 BS is going to be BD. He's an A, so it's an AD. Theismann, short pass, 36, 16 AD, and he'll hit Clark, but he's hit right where he stands. He'll pick up 2. So he'll get it to the 20, but that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that's going to bring in our field goal kicker. Remember, they have a whole bunch of kickers here. Mark Mosley. So he's going to try another field goal here. And this one's going to be, so Washington with an interception. Oh, they started at the 25, right? Yeah, 25. They started the Cleveland 25 after the interception. All right, so they got a field goal attempt now. So from the 20, that's 37 yards now. So Mosley coming in to try a 37-yard field goal. Oh, he's going to be a little tougher now. That loss was not that good. Miroslav says he plays 49 quick decks and 49 highlight hockey after that second season football. Yeah, isn't the 49 hockey good? It is so good. It really is. It is so good. Alrighty, so we have a field goal coming from the 20-yard line, 37 yards. Mosley looking to make it 6. A 53 is a 19. And the kick is from 28. It is good. If he was at the 28 or better. So it is good. So it's going to be good. So it's going to be 6 to absolutely nothing right now for Washington. So a couple of field goals here. One from 23 and one from 37 by Mosley. And that is that. So we're going to mark off a little bit of time. And Cleveland will kick off from the 35. Washington will kick off from the 35. And here we go. So again, remember, we have to have Cox come in and do the kickoffs for us. Okay. So here we go. Cleveland down 6-0. Luckily, the defense stiffened just in time. And we have a 64 on the kickoff, which is from the P column. So we have 23. And it's going to be 51 yards. Short kickoff. 51 yards. So we got 10, 15, 20. So that's a short kick. That'll be taken at the 14-yard line. And so not a good kickoff by Cox. And it's going to be on the return. Young. So Glenn Young on the return from the kickoff. And Glenn Young with a 62 is going to give us a 20. So Glenn Young with a 20 on the kickoff return. And that's going to be 16 yards. 5, 10, 15. All the way up to the 30. Good field position. So Cleveland will start from the 30-yard line. And we have 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. And that's where we'll wrap it up as Mike comes by. First time ever live chat, Michael. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I'm usually not on this late, but sometimes after work I'll come on. And I set this game up before I went to work. And then I said, you know something? I'm going to play a little bit when I get home. So I was washing jerseys from the hockey games. And I decided to play a little bit tonight. Played the first quarter. And let's see what we got now. Again, I take my time. I take a long time with this game. 6-0 Redskins on a pair of Mosley field goals here in the first quarter. One coming off that interception. That was a bad interception. Dexter Manley with that interception. And let's see now. So we're going to go. The last pass was intercepted. But we're going to throw it again. And we're going to look for our backup tight end Harry Holt. So we need to mix it up here. So we're going to go short pass to Harry Holt. So where's Kozar? So Kozar will come back out here. So what's the defense going to run here? A 41. So they're running AS. He's a C. So it's going to be a BS. Bunch of BS. All right, Kozar, 52 short pass BS. Oh, 28. 28, and he is sacked for 3-yard loss. 1, 2, 3. So Kozar goes down. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 13. Kozar gets up, and he is not happy. So we're going to go Ernest Biner on an outside run. This will be the last play of the first quarter. A 52 is a CD. Ernest Biner against the deep defense. Ooh, a 33. Ooh, the K cars are here. 33 against CD. A 14. A 17. Outside run. CD. And then we said 17. 17 is good for 6 yards. Not too bad. And that'll do it in the first quarter. So that is that. I was going to put things away here, but we'll say goodbye. Again, it is getting late over here, so I do need to pack it in for tonight so I can get up. And maybe I'll play some after the gym tomorrow. I did skate tonight. I don't usually skate on Tuesday nights, but I did referee tonight, and I think I tweaked my groin. I could feel it when I get off the court. I was like, oh, I think I haven't skated in a long time and I'm stiff. But anyway, APBA back on the channel. Good to be getting this back on the channel. I'm so rusty though. I'm not really in the flow just yet. I'm not in the groove, if you will. But I wanted to get some here late night here while I was just kind of hanging around. And 85 Washington Cleveland. I just like to pick a random game, and this one looked like a fun one where I could get Theismann and Riggins and Kevin Mack and Ozzie Newsome and Ernest Biner and all these guys here. Art Monk, people we grew up with as kids is what it was. So anyway, that is that. All right, well, I'm going to go finish my diet root beer, and then I'm going to these teams were 4-4, by the way. I should have done my intro. Both teams are 4-4. So this was a pivotal game right before Halloween. You don't want to go 4-5. 5-4 is okay, but you don't want to go 4-5. That fifth loss is going to be a killer come playoff time. So anyway, that is that. So thanks for coming by here. I got a little dog here. Oh, my the dog got groomed today. The wife's all upset. They cut her real short, like when we first got her short. I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, I hate this haircut. It's a good thing it'll grow back. Good thing it'll grow back. So anyway, pineapple pizza with that root beer. No, I did have pizza this weekend though. It was actually a steak bomb pizza. Have you ever had a steak bomb pizza? A steak bomb pizza is really good. So we had that. I had a little leftover too the other day. It was good. For breakfast Sunday morning. It was fun. But anyway. All right. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe I'll play more of this tomorrow. I was in the mood for football. I played some season ticket the other day and I was going through my football games. I need to get APBA back on the table. It takes a long time to set up. I really do enjoy the mechanics of this game. It just kind of works for me. It was either that or some Atlanta Thrashers. And so I'll be doing that. Because I got a day off coming up this week. I got a day off on Thursday, so I might play all day Thursday. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, I'm Dave. Thanks for coming by. APBA Football back on the channel. Good to have it on here. At the end of one quarter, it's Washington 6 and Cleveland absolutely nothing. We'll talk to you all later. Thanks for coming by late night. Bye-bye.